Hi, everybody, and welcome to Ivy English. I'm Karen.
And I'm Wesley.
And today we have some news articles for you.
好，今天我们有新闻集锦。
Our first article is entitled, Archaeologists Discover 2,000-Year-Old Egyptian Tomb.
好，那我们中文标题是2000年埃及古墓出土。
Right. How about if we go over this title a bit because it is really very information dense.
好，所以这个 information dense 哈 dense 就是很密集的意思，所以这个 title 它里面有相当密集的一些资讯。
Right. Archaeologists are?
考古学家。
Right. And we have this in the present tense, discover. It's already happened. It's in the past. However, in titles of stories and in headlines, we often use the present tense even for things that have already happened that we would usually use the past tense for in regular conversation. So this is the plural, archaeologists discover, and then we've got three words with two hyphens between them. 2,000-year-old, and that's a compound adjective, 就是个复合形容词, 2,000-year-old. Egyptian, and that is the adjective for Egypt. Egyptian, Egypt, Egyptian. And finally, tomb, there's a B at the end, but you don't pronounce it. Now, there's a similar word like comb, C-O-M-B. It also has a B at the end that we don't pronounce, and it's spelled almost the same with an O. But the vowels are really different. For 坟墓, it's tomb. For 梳子, it's comb. Tomb, comb. Now, don't pronounce that final B. So our title reads, Archaeologists Discover 2,000-Year-Old Egyptian Tomb.
好，所以这个地方呢，首先要注意一下这个时态哈。这个 discover 在这里用的是现在式，但这件事情其实已经发生了。不过在新闻报道的标题呢，常常会用现在式代替过去式啊。我想有一个原因可能是为了要节省空间吧，啊，少个 ed 也少一点空间。这也许是原因之一，我只是猜测而已哈。
Yeah, a lot of things are simplified, so we use the 原型。Sort of,
yeah. 在标题，尤其新闻标题，很多东西都会被简化哈，所以在这里我们就直接用现在式啊。然后呢，这个另外要注意这个发音哈 ，tomb 啊这个字呢，坟墓的意思哈，或者墓。那这个字首先要注意它的 b 是不发音的。那另外有一个字跟它拼法非常像 ，b 也是不发音哈，就是 C-O-M-B 啊 ，comb， 那个是梳子的意思。但是除了这两个字 b 都不发音之外，另外要注意的，它母音不一样啊。这个字呢。tomb 是这样念的哈，不要念 tome 哈。很多我碰过很多学生把这个字念成 tome。
Really?
Yeah.
哦，
大概他们觉得这个应该是 o 的声音吧，就 tome 啊。然后或者是受到那 comb 的影响，因为 comb 那个是 o 的母音。
Right.
Yeah, 所以要注意母音不一样。
Tomb. And since we were talking about 梳子, remember that 扁梳子 is a comb, and 像刷子那种 is a brush. So we distinguish them in English. Don't mix them up.
哦，那讲到梳子还要注意的就是。comb 是那种扁平的梳子啊，那如果说像这个女生比较常用的那个比较那个宽宽的像刷子一样那个叫做 brush.
Okay, here's our first article. Archaeologists discover 2,000-year-old Egyptian tomb. In April, Egypt's Ministry of Antiquities announced the discovery of a newly uncovered tomb found in Aswan, a city located on the Nile River in the south of the country. The ancient tomb dates back to the Greco-Roman period, 332 BCE to 395 CE, which began with Alexander the Great's conquest of Egypt. Within the previously unopened tomb, archaeologists discovered more than 30 mummies, offering vases, vessels containing food, coffins, masks, and statues. One of the most important findings was a painted coffin that contained hieroglyphic text. This text revealed the name of the tomb's owner, Tiet, and also outlined funeral rites from the region. The team of archaeologists behind this discovery believes there may be up to 300 individual tombs in the area. Now, this is a really information-dense article. It's not just the title. There's a lot of new things. And if you're not familiar with archaeology or with ancient Egypt, you're probably going to have to put a little extra effort into understanding this piece.
好，那这一篇报道呢很短哈，但是它里面有很多很多的讯息哈，所以 again 哈，它是 information dense 哈 D-E-N-S-E 啊，那可能你需要一点对埃及的稍微有一点要了解啊，让你比较容易能够理解这一篇文章在讲什么。
Now, the first sentence of a news article has a special name. It's called the lead, L-E-A-D, lead, just like 领导. And that sentence in English is often very long. It contains a lot of clauses and phrases and things because we're trying to give an overview of the whole article in the first sentence of the article. That will usually help you decide whether you want to spend your time and effort continuing to read the article or not. So the first sentence, if you read that carefully, you'll probably already have a good idea of what's coming. That is the lead.
好，所以呢，新闻报道的第一句通常英文叫做 the lead， L-E-A-D， 就领导的意思，它就是这个把这个整篇文章引出来啊。但在这一句话里面呢，它通常会包含很多的讯息啊，事实上是整篇报道的这个大意所在。那所以这句话第一个通常比较长啊，那第二个呢，这一句话存在的目的就是让读者决定一下，我要不要继续看下去啊？如果有的时候你看到这个新闻第一句看完了，觉得这个我没兴趣啊，那你就可以去看下一个新闻了。
Okay, so here's our first sentence. In April, Egypt's Ministry of Antiquities announced the discovery of a newly uncovered tomb found in Aswan, a city located on the Nile River in the south of the country. Now, many years ago, I went to Egypt on a trip with my mother-in-law, and we went to Luxor and we went to Cairo. We didn't go to Aswan, but our local tour guide had this look in his eyes when he says, wow, you guys really should go to Aswan. There's so much interesting stuff in Aswan. They've made a lot of great discoveries. So whenever he talked about it, you could see that dreamy look and he got really enthused about it. So then already we knew that Aswan contained lots and lots of antiquities, lots and lots of interesting finds. So now they have found some more, and they expect they will find many more in the future.
所以呢，这个埃及呢，Karen 老师他去过哈，他那一次去他没有到阿斯旺这个地方，但是他们的导游跟他讲说这个地方很漂亮啊。那这个所以那现在我们了解到说阿斯旺其实它有很多埃及的古物在那边，而且风景非常的优美啊，所以很值得去。
Right, the main thing is all of the antiquities there.
Yeah, 主要是那边有很多的古物啊，那风景优美就看个人的感觉。Yeah， 好，所以我们看到这个句子，他说在4月呢，埃及的文物部它的 Ministry of Antiquities announced 它宣布什么呢？宣布 the discovery of 就是宣布了发现什么什么东西啊。那各位要注意到，就像中文的话，这个地方我们可能会想说这个宣布这个发现了什么什么，我们用的是动词啊。可是英文的话，这个地方很常看到就是 announced the discovery of something 用的是名词啊。那这样的话，这个句子比较好，这个把它结构出来。这个我觉得很像我小时候学的几何啊。有的时候呢，你那个补助线画对了这个题目就解开了。那英文也是一样，你这个地方选择选对了，你用 announced the discovery of， 你这个句子就很容易这个能够成句了，然后就不会说再搞不出来这个地方要放哪边。
That's right. You've got an of there, and then you can start describing what they discovered.
Yeah, 你有一个 of， 你就可以开始继续描述他们发现什么了。他们发现一个 newly uncovered，uncover 就是出土或者是那个被挖掘出来这个重见天日，所以它是新出土的一个这个 tomb， 一个这个墓那这个墓在哪里发现的呢？ Which was found in Aswan 在 Aswan 这个地方找到了这一个墓然后呢，接下来一个同位格告诉你 Aswan 是什么东西。那同位格逗点之后它是 a city， 它是一个城市 ，located 就是 situated 位于哪里呢？在这个the Nile River 这个尼罗河的应该是尼罗河畔了那在哪里呢 ？In the south of the country， 就在 the country 是埃及，所以这个是在埃及南部尼罗河这个地方有一个都市叫做 Aswan。
The ancient tomb dates back to the Greco-Roman period, 332 BC to 395 CE.Which began with Alexander the Great's conquest of Egypt.
那这个古老的 ancient 古老的 tomb dates back to 就是它可以追溯到什么时候后面直接可以接一个它这个当过去的一个时期所以这一个墓呢可以追溯到希腊罗马时期那后面括号告诉你这个是公元前332年到公元395年这段期间，然后呢打一个逗点。后面用一个 which 的子句，关系代名词子句来补充资讯，所以这是一个非限定的关系代名词子句，所以需要一个逗点所以补充资讯。那所谓补充资讯，就这句话其实讲到这个希腊罗马时期接下来这个时代告诉你了，它就可以打句点了，因为句子已经完整了。 但是他给你 additional information， 所以这个时候他就是用非限定的关系代名词子句，他就告诉你说，这个所谓的希腊罗马时期是怎么样 began 开始，是 with 是从谁开始呢？从亚历山大大帝开始啊，从他征服埃及开始。
Right, and BCE means before the Common Era. We used to say BC, which meant before Christ, and then we would say AD for the time after Christ, which means Anno Domini, which means in the year of our Lord. But they changed that because there was religion in there where it didn't belong. We really shouldn't use religion kind of as the standard for numbering years. So at some point we changed it. Instead of before Christ and Anno Domini, the year of our Lord, we changed it to Common Era for AD and before the Common Era for what used to be BC. Now, this sounds sort of like a long time ago. At least it did to me when I was younger. But then I did a year of study in Latin myself with a book. I'd taken classes but didn't pay close attention, so I went over the textbook myself. So after a year of studying Latin, and then also I continued to read a lot of old Chinese works from about the same period, this no longer sounds so old to me, just because I felt like I've interacted with people from that period, and they're just like us. All the same crazy problems we have, they had. So people have not changed. That's one really great thing about reading old literature and history is you can connect with the people from before. Humans just don't change.
Yeah, 所以这里两个要点提醒各位，第一个就是这个 BCE 以前是用 BC， 它是 before Christ。那西元后是用 AD 是 in the year of our Lord 但是因为这个很有宗教含义那这个好像是用基督教的观点来看世界，所以慢慢大家觉得这样可能不是很合适，所以现在这个西元前都改成 BCE 就是 before the common era， 然后 CE 就是这个 the common era 这样子来代表西元前西元后那第二个就是这些什么西元前你觉得好像很久但是 Karen 老师说其实他后来这个他读了一点这个拉丁文，在读拉丁文的过程当中，他慢慢也看到一些其他同一个时代的一些中国的这个作品等等的。那读这些古作品呢，其实你会发现古人跟现代人都一样科技不同科技的发展程度不同，可是大家面对的问题都一样所以这个是很有趣的。所以很多人会说古时候的东西我们读它干嘛呢？其实读古时候的东西你会发现这个问题其实困扰人类多久了，那当时他们怎么解决的，说不定有一些解决方法可以给我们现在一些借鉴。
Exactly. Yeah, and the big thing is feeling a connection with our own past.
Yeah, 那最重要的感觉就是你跟过去会产生的连结因为人其实要有一个历史感，你才会觉得说你这个生存才会觉得有意义，才会觉得稳定因为你可以把你自己放在整个的这个人类的 context 里面。
It will greatly expand your perspective on many things.
它会在很多事情上面会让你扩展你对于很多事情的看法。
Right. Within the previously unopened tomb, archaeologists discovered more than 30 mummies, offering vases, vessels containing food, coffins, masks, and statues.
这个 previously 就是先前的所以 the previously unopened tomb 指的就是我们发现的这个新发现的这个墓因为要避免重复，它这里用另外一个方法来表示就是这个刚刚发现 newly uncovered 就是 previously unopened 所以是一样的所以最近才发现就是之前没有发现嘛，没有开挖所以在这个墓里面呢，考古学家发现了超过30具的木乃伊，还有呢 offering vases 就是供奉用的花瓶这跟 sleeping bag 一样的结构就是这个用来睡觉的袋子叫做 sleeping bag， 那用来供奉的花瓶叫做供奉用的花瓶，叫做 offering vases，
祭祀用的
然后呢 vessels 在这里其实是容器的意思，它就是一个 utensil utensil 所以它就是 a utensil for holding something 这是 vessels那这 vessels 这容器里面呢 containing food 不得了，里面居然还有食物所以这个食物显然还没有腐坏到你看不到的或者是烂掉的程度，他们还知道这是食物。
So we can call it 石器。
Yeah, 所以这应该是石器
Right, and the same things were found in Chinese graves.
Wow.
And they put the same kinds of things in.
Yeah, 因为大概显然就是怕这个人到死后的世界没有东西吃所以很自然的人就会觉得好，那我们放点食物进去然后呢还有这个 coffins 就是 棺材啊，那棺木哈，还有那个 masks 就是面具啊，那可能是演戏用的，或者是这个娱乐用的哈。然后呢 statues 是雕像。
Or they're probably used in religious ceremonies or rites.
Oh yeah,
masks.
mask 也有可能可能是用在这个一些宗教的仪式上面。
And this is kind of something on the side, but I learned that digging up graves to see what's inside and learn more about the past is not recent. China has been doing this all along. So sometimes they would just open up graves, like back in the Han Dynasty, they were already doing this to understand earlier China.
所以这个开墓把墓打开来看看前人怎么生活，或者好奇看看前人怎么样，这个其实不是现代的事情，这个很久以前就有人开始做了。中国在汉代就有人把这个以前把墓打开来看看前人怎么生活的。
And they did it periodically.
而且是定期的所以这个人类的好奇心，定期或不定期反正他们就是常常会这样做就对了，这是满足好奇心吧。
One of the most important findings was a painted coffin that contained hieroglyphic text.
好，所以呢，这个最重要的 findings 就是他所发现的东西这个字通常都是用复数形态所以通常发现的是有价值或者有这个有意思的东西那他们发现的重要的这个发现的东西之一呢，是一个 painted， 就是上面有彩绘的有上漆的一个 coffin 那上面包含了怎么样 hieroglyphic， 就是这个象形文字的一些 text， 一些文本。
And it's interesting that Egyptian hieroglyphics 也有像中文的六书造字的方式他们有类似的
所以有趣这个埃及古时候的这个象形文字也类似中国的文字一样，有这个六书这种东西，
这种造字的
方式。
This text revealed the name of the tomb's owner, Tiet, and also outlined funeral rites from the region. Now this looks like it's impossible to pronounce. It's capital TJT, but I checked online and Wikipedia says it sounds like TYET, Tiet. That's another way to write it.
好，所以 Tiet 这个是这样念的。那这个上面这个文本呢 revealed 透露的 the name 名字那谁的名字呢？是这一座墓的拥有者的名字他叫 Tiet。 然后呢也这个 outlined 就是这个大致描绘出这个 funeral rites 就是丧礼的一些仪式rites 就是一些仪式，通常是宗教方面的仪式from the region 就是这一个区域的一些宗教的仪式这个我想我们也应该可以讲这个 funeral rites of the region也可以那 from 的话比较 general 一点，范围比较广一点，是来自于这一块地方。
The team of archaeologists behind this discovery believes there may be up to 300 individual tombs in the area. Notice they use the singular here because they're referring to the team and that's singular. So the team believes, but a lot of people might say the team of archaeologists believe. That's also possible. Native speakers will use both.
那 the team 就这个考古学家的团队那各位可以注意到后面他把它视为单数，所以用单数的动词。那也有人会把这个 team 视为复数这个时候他想到是这个队里面的这些人
Mainly it's because of archaeologists has an S. We're actually thinking about archaeologists. We're not thinking about team.
所以主要是因为在后面还有一个这个复数的考古学者所以这个时候很多人在这里也会用 believe 这个动词复数动词。所以在这一次发现之后这一次发现后面的这一对的考古学家，他们认为可能有 up to 多达300个 individual 个别的 tombs in the area， 所以他们认为这个地方可能还有另外299个墓，还有可能这么多个墓在那边，所以应该是考古学重大发现。
That's right. Now, this is the kind of article that you really should go back to and read carefully on your own. There's so much information on it, but then you can re-listen to the broadcast online if you want to hear the explanation again. We're going to go on to our second article, which is entitled Insight Records First Mars Quake.
好，那这个中文的标题是洞察号首次测得火星地震这个 Insight 就是指洞察号那 Records 当然就是记录的意思，它记录到了第一次的 Mars Quake 就是火星地震。
So instead of being an earthquake, it's a Mars quake. And here's our article. Back in November 2018, NASA's InSight successfully landed on the surface of Mars. Unlike previous missions, this lander wasn't designed to explore the planet's landscape. Instead, InSight's goal is to measure the interior of Mars. In April, InSight's seismometer, the first such device to be placed on another planet, detected its first Marsquake. Monitoring these quakes will help scientists figure out details about Mars, including whether there is water below the surface and how thick its mantle, crust, and core are. Based on the first detected shaking on April 6th, scientists know that Marsquakes last longer than earthquakes. This is because there is less water on Mars than on Earth, which absorbs the tremors and shortens the signals. Let's go back to the beginning. Back in November 2018, NASA's InSight successfully landed on the surface of Mars.
那 back 是因为现在这是已经去年的事情了所以讲到说去年就是2018年的11月，那 NASA 它怎么样呢？它的洞察号 successfully 成功地 landed on 降落在哪里呢？降落在 the surface of Mars 降落在火星的表面。
Note that in American pronunciation we say NASA. I know that in Chinese people usually say NASA.But in American English, we'd say NASA or NASA. Unlike previous missions, this lander wasn't designed to explore the planet's landscape.
好，不像 unlike 它不像 previous 就是过去的，不像过去的那些任务呢。This lander 就是 something or somebody that lands， 所以指的就是这个探索号洞察号了所以洞察号在这里用 this lander 来代替它。洞察号呢 wasn't designed to就它不是设计用于什么呢？不是设计用于 explore 探索这个星球，也是它不是设计用来探索这个火星的这个 landscape 地貌对，所以它不是用来探测这个地貌的。
Instead, InSight's goal is to measure the interior of Mars.
相反的，或者是它不是用来探索地貌的，而是怎么样呢？它的目标某人的 goal is to do something 就是他的目标是要去做这件事情。那洞察号的目标是要 measure 要测量 the interior 就是内部of Mars 就是火星的内部的一些现象。
In April, InSight's seismometer, the first such device to be placed on another planet, detected its first Marsquake.
在4月的时候呢，洞察号它的这个 seismometer 就是地震仪，然后告诉你这一对这个dash 就是插入，告诉你说这是 the first 是第一个such device such 在这里也是形容词就是这样的，所以这是第一个这样的一个装置 device to be placed 被置放在 another planet 就是另一个星球，也就是地球之外，这是第一次在另一个星球放上的地震仪。那这个地震仪呢 detected 它察觉到它侦测到叫 detect 是察觉或侦测到这个火星的第一个这个就它第一次侦测到火星上面的这个地震。
Monitoring these quakes will help scientists figure out details about Mars, including whether there is water below the surface and how thick its mantle, crust, and core are.
好，那这个动名词片语当主词 monitoring these quakes 就是监测这些火星的地震呢，可以帮助科学家 figure out 就是弄清楚details 一些细节。什么细节呢？关于火星的细节那包括什么样的细节呢？ Whether there is water 那是不是有水 below the surface 火星的地表下是不是有水还有呢 how thick 有多厚，它的 mantle 在这里就是中文叫地函就是地壳跟这个地核之间所以 crust 就是地壳 core 就是地核所以地壳跟地核之间的这个厚度怎么样所以这些东西他希望能够把它测出来。
Based on the first detected shaking on April 6th, scientists know that Marsquakes last longer than earthquakes.
The first detected shaking 就是第一次测得的地震。根据第一次测得的地震就4月6号测得的这个第一次地震呢，科学家知道这个火星的地震呢 last longer 它持续的时间比较长，比谁长呢？比 earthquakes 还要长，比地球的地震还要长。
This is because there is less water on Mars than on Earth, which absorbs the tremors and shortens the signals. So if you have water, it's going to absorb some of that shaking, so the earthquake won't last quite as long. It lasts longer on Mars.
那它为什么是这样？为什么会时间比较长呢？因为他说 there is less water on Mars， 因为火星上的水比较少，比什么少呢？ Than on Earth， 比地球上的水少。 那水会怎么样 absorbs 会吸收 the tremors 就是这个小小的震动啊 a small earthquake 啊，或者是这个 a quiver 哈 Q-U-I-V-E-R tremor 就小小的震动啊，它会吸收这个小的就是小的地震，然后呢 shortens 就是 to make shorter 会把这个信号的时间缩短啊，所以感觉起来这个比较它对火星上的地震时间比地球上的地震长。
And that's it for today. Tune in next time. We'll see you then.